5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
First, give us your name and title and spell your name.
Well, my name is Mamie, Mamie, middle initial C. Montague, Montague. My title, well, my title now is Interim Director of the Nursing Program, School of Public Health and Policy, Morgan University.
Okay, we're going to start.
Okay.
Give us your name, your title, and tell us why you have partnered with Diabetes Awareness Project for this initiative to test 1 million people for diabetes.
Well, my name is Mamie Clark Montague. I'm interim director of the nursing program at Morgan State University. And I've had long time interest in partnering for diabetes as a diabetes advocate. But actually, this is the first time I've really gotten involved, other than teaching students, which is a challenge. But once I teach it, they say they never forget diabetes.
Why is diabetes education so important in America, especially in the Black community?
Diabetes education is extremely important in America, especially in the Black American population, because just about as many people have diabetes. The same number, almost equal that number, have it and do not know they have it, which makes knowing and studying diabetes extremely important. It's a silent killer, and if not controlled, it can be very disabling. However, when controlled, like it should be, through the measures currently that we have, a person can live a normal life with diabetes. It can be symptomless, creeps up on you, silent, and you don't even know you have diabetes. And the campaign is important because people need to be aware of how do you know you have diabetes? What does it do to your target organs? And when we say target organs, we mean vital organs, the heart, the eyes, the kidneys, the feet. So if you get all of those vital organs disabled by diabetes, you're really disabled. Can't see, your heart stops beating. And by the way, many people, amputations because the feet and the leg arteries and veins go bad. And people need to be aware how disabling it can be. Early detection is very, very important. And this is the reason we need to be about our business, making people aware of the symptoms of diabetes. And those who have diabetes are not very aware of the numerous medications, actions of the medications that they take, and how they can maybe go into hypoglycemia. Don't even know why they're feeling funny and they're shaking and they're sweating. And it's just so much to know and to learn about diabetes. And to take care of diabetes and to do it well is a full day's work until you know how to do it well. And once you know about diabetes, what it is, how do you know you have it? How do you know you have symptoms of medication overdose or symptoms with too little medication? What are the symptoms of diabetes complications? What the complications are? How do you control the complications? It's a huge responsibility in taking care of diabetes. And the care program and the care regimen alone and for diabetes can be overwhelming. It can be overwhelming for the elderly, who often have other symptoms that complicate diabetes further, or diabetes further complicates normal aging properties, like poor eyesight. If you have poor eyesight already, then if you have diabetes, the two aggravate each other. It's just an overwhelming, horrific responsibility trying to learn about diabetes. And the diabetes teaching, diabetes knowledge never stops. And one of the reasons for that is that once you get used to taking one medication, another one comes out. So your doctor may want to try something more modern. You've got to learn about the new medication. For example, I was on a new medication recently, and I just learned that it causes low blood sugar. Now, I don't know whether the drug alone causes low blood sugar or the risk for it is higher because it synergistically acts with the other diabetes medications I'm on.
Could you stop there?
Mm-hmm.
And I want you to say, for me,
Mm-hmm.
this initiative is personal because then boom, you're gonna say, I have type 2 diabetes and yada, 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 yada. Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
And 1, 2, 3.
Okay, this initiative is personal for me. I have diabetes. My father had diabetes. My father's siblings had diabetes. So on my father's side, diabetes is rampant. So, and my father has 3 siblings, and 2 of us have diabetes. But from a personal standpoint, I had lived a long time before I knew that I had diabetes, and I discovered it by mistake. I went to the doctor to get tested for blood, not for blood sugar.
I went to the doctor to get tested.
Uh-huh.
Cut. Come on now, ladies, have a seat. We're off. Tape is rolling.
Wait a minute.
Hold on.
I went to the doctor to get tested.
I went to the doctor to get tested. Not for me, I was protecting a population, a senior population that I was working with. And I wanted to make sure that the company that we were used was telling them the truth. And we were going to do a health fair at my church. So I decided to go and get tested. And for fatty acids, I was going to get tested to see if my blood cholesterol was normal for the sake of the population that we were going to be working with. Well, when I got my results, to my surprise, my cholesterol was normal, but my blood sugar was high.
How high?
My blood sugar, I don't really know, it was abnormal. Usually when people do that, they find out their blood sugar may be over 300. Mine wasn't that high, but it was high enough for me to seek care. And then one test led to another. And it was a typical course for me because when I was tested, I was 60 years old, and that was the normal age for type 2 diabetes. Age is a risk factor for type 2 diabetes. Some authorities will say between 40 and 60. You had to be fat and 40. I wasn't really fat, but I was much over 40, and I ended up with this, this diabetes. And of course, we can get into what the books say about other things that happen with diabetes, but I won't. I would just tell what happened to me. I had what we call the glucose tolerance test next, and that confirmed diabetes for me. For years, I was really not on any medications. I just watched my diet, watched my carbohydrates and sugars and other foods that I shouldn't eat. And I did well, but as I got older, I guess I got a little careless because it's hard to watch your diet. But for the first year, I did nothing what the doctors and the nurses and the dietitians told me to do. I just did nothing because I felt not depressed. I felt a little angry because I had put 3 children through college, and now I had a little money left, and I wanted to go out to dinner every now and then. And everybody was controlling me and telling me, don't do this and don't do that and don't eat this and don't eat that. So I felt this is a raw deal that I've gotten here. I've enjoyed life a little bit now, and I've got to control everything because to keep my body well. So for a whole year, I did nothing the experts told me to do. I just had a good time and did what I wanted to do. Then after a year, I did what most diabetics do, but nobody recognizes that. They don't recognize that you need a period of adjustments to get used to having this monster that is going to eat my body up if I don't control it. But nobody said to me, we know you're going through an adjustment now. We know that you're going through an adjustment. It's going to take time to get used to having to change your lifestyle, primarily what it is.
We're going to cut now. We
Okay.
got some staffers here.
Oh.
We're going to interview them, and then you're going to test them.
Okay, all right.
Okay. Thank you.
I didn't prepare for that
No,
either,
that's good,
but
because we're doing a documentary on the face of diabetes, so you told a great story. You're up next, man.
5, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Hello, my name is Christopher.
No, just give your name and spelling.
Okay. Hello, Christopher R. Williams. I'm
Oh, look at the
okay.
camera,
All right.
look at
Oh, okay. Hi, my name is Christopher R. Williams. I'm
Spell your
Chief
name.
of CHRISTOPHER
And give your
R.
time.
Williams, Chief of Staff to the Honorable Delegate Jill P. Carter.
Okay, now we're going to start.
Okay.
Why are you here? Okay,
Okay. Like this.
You got it.
All right. Thank you.
ladies, quiet on the set. Okay,
Okay.
It's like right here now.
give us your name,
Uh-huh.
your title,
Okay.
and why you're here supporting
Okay.
million testing for diabetes.
All right. Hi, my name is Christopher R. Williams. Oh, I'm sorry. Hi, my name is Christopher R. Williams. I'm the Chief of Staff to the Honorable Delegate Jill P. Carter, and I also am President of Hunting Race Community Assembly. And I'm here for 2 reasons. One, to let the communities and know that African Americans have a high rate of diabetes, and I want them to make sure that awareness goes out to make sure that they test themselves in a timely fashion to get treated properly. I recently found out that my brother, who is very healthy, my older brother, has type 2 diabetes. This was a surprise to him because diabetes doesn't run heavily in our family. I think my maternal grandmother has diabetes, but she's the only one in our family to have diabetes. We always thought it was due to her diet because she has a sugar tooth or a sweet sugar tooth. Brother eats fairly healthy. He's in the medical field himself, and he's a former athlete, so he's really surprised, and was really upset when he initially found out that he had diabetes. Right now, he's working actively in terms of treating it. He's seen a nutritionist, and he is working on making sure that his sugar count stays down. And I'm excited, although a little nervous, to be honest with you, about being tested today. But I'm optimistic, and I know God is in charge.
All right. And finally, you say, I encourage everybody in Maryland
Okay.
to join the campaign to test 1 million people for diabetes.
Okay. I'm encouraging everyone from the state of Maryland to make sure they join Wait, hold on. Can we take that over? I'm sorry. Okay.
You're talking.
Okay, all right, sorry about that. Hi, it's Christopher R. Williams.
Talking to me.
Oh, hi, it's Christopher R. Williams.
Take it.
Okay, ready? Sorry. Hi, this is Christopher R. Williams letting you know that I implore you to make sure that you are one of the 1 million that we are encouraging to be tested for diabetes
Okay.
in the state of Maryland.
We
Thank
can do
you.
it again, but you got
Okay,
Sorry.
She's got to go.
Okay.
okay,
In your eyes.
okay. All right, you ready?
You're going.
Okay. Hi, my name is Christopher Williams, and I'm imploring you to make sure that you're one of the 1 million that are going to be tested for diabetes in the state of Maryland. Thank you.
There you go. Delegate Pulliam.
I don't even know what it looked like. I didn't have time to go check.
Fabulous.
Well, thank you.
They finished?
And you're going to watch me.
Okay.
Give us your name and tell us why you're here to support the Test a Million campaign to test 1 million people in Maryland for diabetes.
I'm Delegate Shirley Nathan Pulliam. I represent the 10th District in Baltimore County. I'm here to support the Test 1 Million campaign because I know the cost of diabetes, not only in monetary costs, but in the cost of lives. And I think everyone should be tested, and everyone should know what their hemoglobin A1C is. So and that's the numbers that kind of tell you how close you are to becoming fully blown diabetic patient. And so the complications of diabetes, such as
Okay, you can start with the complications of diabetes.
complication of diabetes, such as loss of limb, vision, and all of the other, and end-stage renal disease, hypertension, all of the complications are so real, and we have so many of our people that are in, that have this disease, to the point that it is costing us millions and millions of dollars, and probably into billions when you begin to compare the cost of hospitalization, the cost of rehab, the cost of physician care, and the cost of lives.
I want you to end out by saying I encourage everybody in Maryland to participate in the Test a Million campaign to test for diabetes.
I encourage everyone to be involved in this campaign to test 1 million for diabetes. This is vitally important to your life.
Great. We're going to have her tested and just freak you.
Time for it to be high.
You've been tested before, I'm sure.
Yes. I know what my hemoglobin A1C is. Too high, 6.
Little high.
Yes, 6.1, I think. As long as it's less than 7, but I know I need to do something. Went up from 5.7.
I'm trying to get mine down below 5.
Close up on the freak if you can.
The nurses are the worst patients.
That's right, you are a nurse.
I'm a nurse, not work.
Excuse me. Come in.
I'm a practicing nurse.
Are you?
Remember when she came to Morgan and she was always talking about
Yes. You can't get no blood?
If we don't get another interview today, this is why I came up here.
Oh.
Everything else is gravy.
Oh, yeah, Chris. Okay, Chris. Yes.
Hey, Rob, not to be used big ones.
I'm gonna stick you again. I'm gonna do
My brothers.
That's not bad.
For all
All
the
you-
stuff,
all
for
the
all I
stuff.
ate this morning.
But you know, you can have black coffee and it won't so much.
It wanted, yeah, I shouldn't put all that cream and sugar
I
that I put
know.
in there this morning.
Well,
I wonder
it
what
didn't
happened.
affect you that much.
Mhm.
Did
They-
you use
excuse me.
real sugar?
Hmm?
Did you
Real
use
sugar.
Real sugar?
You were figuring I would just drag the last cup before I came up here.
Well, it didn't affect you that
But I
much.
need to start getting used to drinking black coffee without putting anything in it. That's so hard for me, but I have to eventually start doing it.
I drink the coffee just about every morning because my husband is on.
Okay, all right.
Thank you for, she's gonna be a star.
We got some things to talk about. Okay, but I better go. Come on, you gotta, the bell is gonna ring.
Caleb.
And I gotta go. Is that at 10 or 11?
No, I haven't. This is the first.
Thank you. Thank you.
We got some things?
Have you had breakfast?
I haven't. I just had a banana.
Your banana ran, your blood sugar is 147. How long ago did you have it?
Like maybe a couple minutes before I came down, right before I
Oh,
came down.
yeah, it ran your blood sugar up to 147. So this is not valid for you.
Okay.
If we are here 3 hours from now,
Okay.
before you eat, come back and I'll be test.
Okay. Okay.
It takes about 3 hours.
So I shouldn't eat
Banana.
anything between now and then?
My name is Kalen Young, C-A-Y. You ready? My name is Kalen Young, C-A-Y-L-I-N-Y-O-U-N-G.
You don't
Your
know.
position?
My position, work for the Honorable
Let's put this-
Delegate Cheryl D. Glenn as Legislative
You wanna
Aide
beat my record?
and Community Liaison.
You want to test?
Okay.
Who wants to test?
Huh? Yeah. Could we get a little quiet on the set? Just, give us your name and your title, and tell us why you're here today getting tested for diabetes.
My name is Kalen Young. I'm Legislative Assistant and Community Liaison for the Honorable Delegate Cheryl D. Glenn, 45th District of Maryland. I'm here to get tested for diabetes, first and foremost because my grandmother has diabetes, and it's something that I've always done in support of her. Normally in the mornings, her and I will get tested together. I do it to support her every day. And it's dear to my heart because it's affected my family, and I understand that it affects not only Baltimore City, but the black community in general.
I want you to say that a disproportionate number of people, black people throughout the country have diabetes, and I encourage everybody to join this campaign to test 1 million people for diabetes.
Simply put, African Americans are disproportionately affected by diabetes. Maybe it's because of our diet or our lifestyle, but you know, I encourage everyone, especially African Americans, to get tested. We want 1 million people to get tested in Maryland, so I think that we can do it. So if you haven't been tested, get somewhere and get tested soon.
Beautiful.
You clean this thing up.
Oh, you have to decide, okay.
What time did you have breakfast?
Actually, we didn't have breakfast.
You didn't? Oh, okay, okay, put it down. Put your finger right, keep this.
That's one.
92, perfect. Your blood sugar is perfect. Now we need to put him by his name, hold that tight.
Oh, first I want you to give your name and spell your name and the name of your organization.
Sonia Gupta, Soniagupta. The organization's name is United Against Infectious Diseases. The acronym is UAID.
Okay, we're gonna start when he gets back.
Okay.
Give us your name, the name of your organization, and tell us why you're here today to get tested for diabetes.
My name is Sonia Gupta, and I'm the founder and CEO of an organization called United Against Infectious Diseases, or UAID. I'm here because infectious diseases is a very important problem both domestically and abroad. Our organization aims to empower students in addressing this issue through the awareness, advocacy, and treatment of infectious diseases. But infectious diseases is a multifaceted problem, which has many different factors influencing its prevalence and incidence. So diabetes plays an important factor because having diabetes increases the risk of getting an infectious disease. So that's why United Against Infectious Diseases is proud to be United Against Infectious Disease is
You got it?
United Against Infectious Diseases is proud to be a sponsor. No, what the fuck?
Proud to be a partner.
Partner, my bad. Okay.
It's proud to partner with Diabetes Awareness
Okay.
Project.
United Against Infectious Diseases is proud to partner with the Diabetes Awareness Project, and we hope together to test at least 1 million people in the state of Maryland and help reduce the prevalence of infectious diseases in vulnerable populations as a result.
Bingo.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Was that too fast?
No, I think it was just right. I wish, what else? What else do you know about diabetes? I want you to
Whatever
talk
your
about-
fact sheets gave me.
Well, say what's on the fact sheet. You want to say that diabetes can cause, we want to reduce the risk of diabetes because it can cause blindness, stroke, heart attack, amputation, kidney disease, and it can lower your immune system. And that's another segue into the infectious disease thing.
Okay.
Okay, so why is it important that we educate the public and test people for diabetes?
Education is crucial for the beginning of any type of infectious disease or other disease. All right, hold on. Actually, let me just think about this. So what is it?
I want you to link diabetes again with
To-
infectious diseases. But I want you to talk about the reason we want to test people for diabetes is because diabetes is a precursor for heart attack, stroke, blindness, glaucoma, kidney disease, amputation, skin rashes, neuropathy, the whole.
I'm gonna remember all that?
Sure, you're a quick study. I mean, you can remember stroke and heart attack, right?
Stroke, heart
Heart
attack,
attack,
kidney
kidney
disease,
disease.
neuropathy,
And
amputation,
Yeah, blindness.
blindness. Okay. Okay, so
In fact, skin infections may be the first sign of diabetes,
oh,
especially in young childbearing age.
in women of childbearing age.
Don't put that on
Okay.
there, but they can have a skin infection and can't cure it.
Mhm.
it could be a sign of diabetes.
Okay. So then say our organization helps to address infectious diseases through awareness, and similarly, by increasing awareness, we hope to motivate people to take actions
Right.
that can
You
help
wanna be
them live.
proactive,
Okay.
just like your organization is proactive. But I want you to work the whole thing about stroke, diabetes is a precursor for stroke, amputation, yada, 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 yada.
Okay. UAID, sorry, it's just easier for
That's
me to
okay.
like think it through real quick.
That's okay.
Okay, UAID, you don't have to record, sorry. Okay.
Take a deep breath.
UAID promotes awareness to help empower people with education so that they may be proactive in leading a healthier lifestyle. Similarly, the awareness of diabetes is important because we hope to educate people about the risks associated with diabetes, including blah, 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 and then,
Okay,
okay, that's fine?
that's fine.
Okay, all right. Are you gonna prompt me or just go?
Now, ready,
Okay.
set, okay.
UAID believes in awareness as an important source of motivating people and empowering them to take proactive steps to leading a healthier lifestyle. And similarly, okay,
Think of the bell.
okay. Wow, that's long. That last one just like, okay,
Ready?
yes.
And 1, 2, 3.
UAID uses awareness as an integral tool to empower people in leading a proactive lifestyle to address issues and prevent them from even happening in the first place. So diabetes awareness is crucial because we hope to educate people about the possible risks that can be associated with the disease, including blindness, amputation, neuropathy, heart disease, and kidney disease. So we hope that through awareness, we can help get people to get tested, to monitor their glucose levels, to lead a healthier lifestyle, which in the long run can help them also, no, I don't know, this is not nice.
Okay. Finish your stuff.
Help.
You're gonna say that together, the two organizations can help prevent infectious diseases and the complications associated with diabetes.
You are so good at this.
That's what I do.
Okay. Together, the two organizations will work together to,
Yeah.
what was the last part?
Together, this partnership
This partnership.
will help reduce infectious diseases and the complications associated with diabetes.
Okay. So just say that?
So say that.
Okay. Together, this partnership will work to reduce infectious diseases and the complications associated with diabetes.
For more information about your organization, you're gonna say visit.
Okay. For more organization about United Against...
For more information.
For more information.
You said
What'd I
for
say?
more organization. For more information about
Okay.
your organization, visit and give me.
For more information about United Against Infectious Diseases, please visit www.uaidintl.org.
Okay, and then you're gonna say for more information on the diabetes testing program, visit www.diabetesawarenessproject.org.
Okay.
How's it going? Caitlin told me to stop by.
Oh, my man. We need a white face up in here.
It's right here.
My man. No, really, it's been all brown and black, so.
More type 1
Okay, all right, quiet.
For more information about the diabetes testing program, please visit www.diabetesawarenessprogram.org.
Diabetesawarenessproject.org. That's okay, you're doing fine.
Okay.
For more information
Okay.
on the testing program.
For more information about the diabetes testing program, please visit www.diabetestestingprogram. Oh my God. Okay. Awareness Project. Okay. For more information about the diabetes testing program, please visit www.diabetesawarenessproject.org.
Beautiful.
sorry.
Okay. Give your name and spell your
Okay,
name, and
all
then
right.
I'm gonna start the interview.
All right. My name is Luke Hora, Lukehoraah.
And you work for,
Mary Delaney James, Delegate Mary Delaney James of Hartford and Cecil
and what's
County.
your title?
I am a legislative aide.
Okay, all right. Quiet on the set. Give us your name, your title, and tell us why you're here today.
My name.
Hold on, wait till the bell
All
stops.
right.
And this is a statewide initiative.
Sounds good.
Sounds good to me.
That sounds good. My name is Luke Hora.
You're gonna watch me.
I'll watch you, okay. My name is Luke Hora. I work for Delegate Mary Delaney James of Hartford and Cecil County. I'm here today to be tested for diabetes. The Center of Disease Control has indicated that by 2015, 50%,
Start again, by 2050.
50.
Start there.
The Center of Disease Control has indicated that by 2050, 50% of Americans could have diabetes. It is an epidemic, and as a concerned citizen for the state of Maryland, I know it is my duty to come and make sure that my health is at a standard that everyone else's should be.
Okay, we're gonna say start from the top.
Okay.
By the year 2000, according to the Center for Disease Control, by 2050, half of Americans might have diabetes unless we change our eating habits and more exercise. I encourage everybody to do so. Thank you.
My name is Luke Hora. I work for Delegate Mary Delaney James of Hartford and Cecil County. I'm here today to be tested for diabetes. The Center of Disease Control indicates that by 2050, 50% of Americans could have diabetes. Unless we change our lifestyle habits, such as eating and exercising.
Okay, you're gonna say, I encourage everyone in Maryland to join the campaign to test for 1 million people.
I encourage everyone
I encourage every citizen of Maryland to join the campaign to test 1 million people for diabetes.
I encourage everyone to join the campaign to test 1 million people for diabetes.
Okay, you had a little chuckle there.
I know if
So,
I
but that's okay.
if I could look,
That's
I know,
all right.
I know.
That's all right.
It's
So you're gonna, this is your closeout statement. I encourage everyone in Maryland to join the campaign to test 1 million people for diabetes.
I encourage everyone in Maryland to join the campaign to test 1 million people for diabetes.
Beautiful. Okay. We're gonna test him and film him being tested, and he can go. Hey, excuse me, young lady. Yeah. Yes, ma'am, because we're trying to make sure that she's not in the shot. Thank you. And before the day is out, we're gonna interview all of the nursing students.
Yes, this is Leslie Hendricks, ma'am.
We wanna know why you don't show us more, and what you think about the nursing program.
Yes.
I feel maybe it's side of I think come forward. It's like there's multiple levels.
Yes, sir. Sure.
Maybe try to side of my thinking.
Okay.
Now I see.
Okay, I would like to talk to you one day, because I appreciate you calling me and giving me a referral.
Oh, there it is.
It was taking its time.
Okay, so what was it? We did those wedding for Mr. Wall.
It takes 5 people to do
He
you.
contracted us. Yeah.
And this is come out again.
Yes. We-
No, I was saying.
Exactly. I think some type of audio video company hired us.
Breaking you.
Maryland Sound. There you
Just
go.
give me some
Okay,
time. That's
so
why
is
I
it
know
okay
this-
if I call you back? I'm at the state house. It's the legislation thing right now, but this will be on at 12:30. So,
It's important.
No, they tell them they can call me because I'm stepping off. This is important.
Perfect.
Thank you, sir.
I try to eat healthy, you know what I mean? I do. I don't actually
Okay,
have
so when does it start?
But you're there too, that's good. Now, you're young,
President of the NAACP, my man.
but you need
Okay,
to be.
gotta excuse my background. I'm in the middle of a conference.
Positive, radio renegade.
Yeah, thank you for calling, and I would certainly get a call back when I get back from you.
And as you get older, you.
Frostburg.
You think I hear from you today?
Oh,
You're gonna sit right there.
Whichever is not developed.
I just find one.
So the risk.
Did you get my mail? Well, actually,
I appreciate that. That looked good, man. You got graphics, bro. You got
Yes, sir,
graphics.
I understand. Well, thank you for calling, and your name again?
So,
Mr. Yancey, I will speak back with you. I will speak back with you, sir. Thank you for calling. You're welcome. Bye.
Well, he had me on there, I was
I don't know.
but I
I wanted to
did,
say-
I said what I was.
You doing well? And your name, man?
Just like county.
It's good to be here.
So them puzzling around.
You hope so. What's Bob?
This sister here is getting a master's in public health from Hopkins, and she's also going to go to Annapolis. So you may see her all around the state hosting this segment.
So you changed the needle. I already changed
Appreciate you coming, man. Appreciate that. That's fine.
That's a good question.
No, I want to see. I'm
You don't want to be
okay. Because I went to Maryland. I'm like, We already changed.
I got the folks,
If you wanna see it.
hook you up with the American leader.
Okay,
As long as I don't act like.
They're really excited.
okay.
I sent out.
That's fine.
So.
Juanita,
Yeah.
are you going to be able to stay and get tested?
Yeah, I'll stay.
Okay, and I know you're a quick study. You can spit this stuff out about why the black community. You got anybody in your family with diabetes?
My sister found out he
This
didn't
is
like
a fake,
it. She
right?
had it.
Okay, well, that's what I want you to do.
Well, y'all went for the real deal, y'all.
That's right, go for the real deal.
Now, go ahead, stick it.
Stick
it.
Is she over there acting like a baby?
You do
Oh.
that.
You're gonna try to get tough with me.
I know you told me.
Is this a new one?
We'll take it
Oh,
in.
what's that? Oh, that's her.
You get me, boss man?
That's
Oh, okay. Sure. Oh, yeah, I got it. Okay.
Okay, man.
We need him.
That's right. I want you to, basically, this is a campaign to test 1 million people for diabetes. I want you to tell why this is important. That diabetes disproportionately impacts the black community. It's 79 million people in America with either diabetes or pre-diabetes. And then you're gonna say, for me, this is personal because my uncle, yada, yada, yada,
Family
and
members,
his family
okay.
members, bang.
Okay. Okay.
Okay?
Sounds good.
Quiet. And you're gonna look at me.
Okay.
First, I want you to give your name and spell your name and give your title.
Sure.
Quiet.
Karen Tolles, council member, Karen, Karen Tolles, Tolles, Prince George's County Council, District 7.
Okay. Ladies? Give us your name, your title, and tell us why you're here to be tested for diabetes and support the 1 million campaign to to test for diabetes?
Absolutely. I'm Councilmember Karen Tolles, Prince George's County Council Member for District 7, and I recently just got tested for diabetes, and I'm glad to say that I don't have diabetes, but we know there are 79 million African Americans that do, and so getting tested and trying to test over 1 million individuals with diabetes is important for the health of our community, and this is important to me because I've had an uncle, I've had other family members who had diabetes, and I've had friends who've had diabetes, and so this is about keeping our community healthy, about keeping the Black community healthy so we can stay around for generations and generations. So thank you for allowing me to be here. That was it. Okay.
Bless you.
All right, thank you so much.
Try it again, try it.
Quiet on the set. Ain't nobody paying me no attention. Get them straight, Juanita.
You going down, Rob. You said
Y'all Negroes keep quiet. Thank you.
Okay.
Give us your name and spell your name.
Okay. My name is Jasmine Henderson, JasmineHenderson.
And your title?
My title, I am a legislative intern. I work for Delegate Claggett of Frederick County, District 3A.
And what school do you attend?
I attend Frostburg State University.
Excellent. Okay, we're gonna start. Give us your name and tell us why you're here today to be tested for diabetes.
Okay, my name is Jasmine Henderson, and I'm here to get tested for diabetes because I know two wonderful individuals who have diabetes. My is a friend of the family, and she has diabetes, and I watched her struggle. She actually stayed with us for quite a while throughout her having diabetes, and she has lost her legs, and she has really been suffering throughout with diabetes. So, and my uncle, he also has diabetes, and he hasn't lost any limbs yet, but you can see that on his arms and everywhere he's been getting dialysis. So it's a really sad thing for me. Those two individuals are very near and dear to my heart, and I would do anything and encourage anybody to get tested early on so that you don't have to go through these things in life. So that's why I'm here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That was beautiful. Too short. Can she get tested and then we...
Short and to the point. You'll be waiting long.
And we have guys, what school you at, boarding school? How many?
Any figure, I age No. What time is it now?
The old folks,
Oh, no, that's the hour.
dedicated to serve these people.
Oh, any figure. How many times you asked it? Oh, he said start.
Well, most of our, most of our,
30 days.
Slap on her.
Justice is blind, as they say. You have to press this.
many, many years ago out there.
Expose themselves, change
yeah.
it.
Catheter.
Catheter, come on, man.
How to cut that?
Okay.
We're supporting this campaign and stuff like that. This fall of our
Give us your name and spell your name and your title.
Bob Ross, President of Prince George's County NAACP. Bob, B-O-B, Ross, R-O-S-S.
All right, quiet on the set. Give us your name and tell us why you agreed to be tested for diabetes today. Watch me.
Okay. Bob Ross, President of Prince George's County NAACP. NAACP, this is part of our health initiatives, and it's important that we cut down the rate of diabetes in this country, or at least get the people to help that in need. Too fast?
No, it's not, nothing.
Start over?
When he says, when he tells me. Does that work for him? Okay, give us your name and tell us why you support the 1 million challenge the challenge to test 1 million people for diabetes.
Bob Ross, President of the Prince George's County NAACP. We are participating in the 1 million test for diabetes in the state of Maryland because it's a health issue for African Americans. 79 million African Americans are affected by diabetes and may not have been diagnosed with it. So it's important that we get them tested as fast as we can. And anything that we can do to support this effort, because it falls under our health initiative. Our health initiative includes diabetes, HIV, and obesity. All three have a direct relationship to diabetes.
You have a shameless pitch for the NAACP? And speak up a little bit. Tell people, if people want to get more information on how to join the Prince George's County branch of the NAACP, who would they call? What would that number and website be?
Anybody interested in joining the NAACP for Prince George's County, they can call 240-619-5418, or they can visit our website at pgnacp.org. NAACP.org. And we have an application online that they can download, and they simply mail it to our office.
Thank you. Juanita, can you give us a quick... Give us your name and spell your name.
My name is Juanita Miller, Juanita Miller. I'm a member also of the NAACP and a former educator. As a matter of fact, I'm the chairperson for the NAACP Prince George's Branch's Education Committee. And knowing about diabetes is an educational issue as well as a health issue. And
That's okay. Why did you agree to be tested today?
well, one thing, it's a health issue for me, and I have diabetes in my family. My sister discovered it late in life, and as I approach the later part of life, I think it's best for me to be on target as well, and to educate others in terms of the pitfalls of not knowing and what the end result could be in terms of stroke and other health issues that people experience who have the disease.
Tell us a little bit about senior citizens, diabetes, and why we have to look after our senior citizens in Prince George's County and throughout the country.
Well, we have to take care of our seniors because a lot of them don't know. And then there's another issue that's not widely publicized, but many are concerned about costs. Many of them don't have the health care policies that would take care of them if, in fact, there's more medical services needed as a result of being diabetic. Medication issues, well, that's a major issue. And if, in fact, they have had a stroke as a result of diabetes, but not knowing that that was the cause. So that goes back to the educational piece in terms of informing the community, not just the seniors, but those persons who are middle-aged and the young people, because there are a lot of young people in that 79,000 plus that are victims of diabetes.
Thank you.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
Did I? Was
Right.
it-
State your name and your title, but spell out your name.
Okay. All right. My name is Look at you. Okay. My name is Ayodeji Olawale. It's Ayodei and Olawale. And I'm a senior year nursing student at Morgan State University.
Okay. And sorry, quick question. Do you know of anyone who has diabetes in your family?
No.
Okay. Well, in that case, I'll ask you.
Okay, I would say my grandmother, but she's gone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So then I'll ask you. What's your name? What's your title? And why is diabetes important to you? Why is it a big topic of diabetes important?
Okay. I'm gonna start all over now. Okay. My name is Ayodeji Olawale. Still spell it?
No, sorry.
Sorry about that.
No, that was just for the editor, so they.
Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna say my name and
Yeah,
just
like
tell.
just talk to me.
All right. So my name is Ayodeji Olawale, and I'm a senior year nursing student at Morgan State University in Baltimore, Maryland. Diabetes is important to me because as a nursing student, I've come to realize that diabetes is the leading cause of most cardiovascular issues, and it affects mostly African Americans. It's a health issue because it's not so looked at as a reason to cause heart conditions, but over time, if it's not well treated, it affects heart conditions and it can exacerbate the health condition of any individual. What else?
And then can you talk a little bit about your grandmother?
Um,
And say, for me, this is personal because.
Okay, for me, this is personal because my grandmother, she's Nigerian, but she's late at the moment. She had diabetes, and it affected one of her eyes because it was taken out, so she had to wear artificial eyes. For the little time that I was a child, I was scared because I never understood what it was. But growing up and realizing what diabetes is, and if it's not properly treated, how it could affect an individual, I've come to take it as a very serious issue. And as a nursing student, I'm very equipped at this time to help and assist and educate any individual that has diabetes or needs to be tested for diabetes.
Wow, that was really good. And then can you talk a little bit about, suppose if someone does have diabetes, what should they do to take care of themselves?
Okay, with diabetes, you cannot make a decision on one test, so you have to, first of all, know what your blood sugar level is at the moment, and once you realize it, the normal range is from 70 to 120. So if you realize what your blood sugar level is, then if it's higher than the normal range, or even if it's not, just to be sure, go to your health professional, your nurse practitioner, your medical doctor, or your physician, and have an HbA1c test done. That's a very conclusive, it's a very extensive test for diabetes that can tell you and give you a very good determinant that you have diabetes or not. And once this is done, then you have an idea what to do, what diet to go on, what type of diabetes it probably is, and what else you have ahead of you.
Okay, great. And then to conclude, say, just give a shameless plug, as Mr. Willis likes to say, about this project and the fact that we're trying to get 1 million people tested in Maryland, and that you encourage people and urge them to get tested.
Now, what is the name of the project?
The Diabetes
Awareness
Project.
Project.
Okay, so the reason why I want to give me a little start off.
Okay, so say the Diabetes Awareness Project is the goal. Diabetes Awareness Project wants to test 1 million people in the state of Maryland for diabetes, and I feel very strongly that this is an important issue, and I encourage you to.
Okay. The Diabetes Awareness Project is aiming at testing about 1 million people today. So it'll be encouraged that you go ahead and test yourself for diabetes because it's a very silent killer. And I really, really would encourage anyone to go ahead and test themselves because we have to get this disease out of the way. All right.
Did you ask his brother where he was from?
Okay,
She did.
my mother, I said my grandmother. I could say
He
now.
had a great personal part.
Oh, wonderful.
Okay.
My daughter just married a brother from Nigeria.
Oh, really?
And his name is Tony Ogunware.
He's Yoruba.
He's Yoruba.
Yeah.
A lot of times you get stories you don't even know about him.
So if you could state your name and title and spell your name.
My name is Catherine B. Catherine. Last name MBI.
And your title?
I'm a nursing student at Morgan State University, senior graduating in May.
Okay, great. So, what's your name and what is your title and could you tell us a little bit about why diabetes is important?
My name is Catherine. I am originally from Cameroon, West Africa. Diabetes is important to me because my grandmother actually died blind, same with my grandfather, because of diabetes. And they were actually trying to sue the lawyers, the doctors, for not diagnosing it early, but it was just negligent, not knowing about neuropathy, a whole lot about neuropathy, which I know now. And I have not yet been diagnosed with diabetes, and I know one of my uncles have been, so right now I'm just watching. I've not checked yet, and I didn't check. I checked yet today, it was 90 something.
And what do you do to, are there any steps that you take to make sure, to prevent possibly getting diabetes?
Right, okay. I just had a baby, and so I do eat, and I'm very cautious what I eat, though. I just don't eat because I want to eat, and that's the first thing I do. And I'm trying to lose some weight because I know the weight and the eating is the main target with diabetes. So pretty much that's all I do. Right now I'm just watching how I eat, what I eat, and I'm not yet really exercising the way I should, but I'm looking onto that road to start.
Is diabetes especially significant for mothers or expecting mothers?
It's significant for both, I would say, because some people develop.
You sort of say it is significant for both mothers and
It is significant for both mothers, expecting mothers and pregnant mothers, because actually when I was pregnant with my son, when I did the 3-hour glucose check, mine was high. It was not real that high. So I had to go back again and do the whole process where I'll be there for like pretty much a whole day where they kept checking over and over. And that came out fine because usually some people develop diabetes when they're pregnant, which is known as gestational diabetes. And I was praying God not to have it because usually they say if you have it, you have a precursor that you might end up having diabetes or it might go away. So it's good for both expectant mothers and pregnant mothers to check their blood sugar.
Okay, and then lastly, could you just conclude conclude by putting in a plug for the awareness project and that the fact we're trying to test 1 million people in the state of Maryland.
Like, what should I say?
Say that the Diabetes Awareness Project is seeking to test 1 million people in the state of Maryland, and you strongly support this effort because you find it, because it's very important.
Okay. The Diabetes Project is testing 1 million people in the state of Maryland, and I find it extremely important for everyone to get tested, both the young and the old, the pregnant and non-pregnant, because it will help us to help people get treatments for this disease.
You're up next.
Did you take my picture, Deji, after all this time?
Could you please state and spell your name and then give us your title?
Okay. My name is Adana Emeji, Adannaemeji. I am the coordinator of the Community Health Department at Morgan State University Nursing Program.
So now we're going to start the interview. Okay, so what is your name, what's your professional background, and why is diabetes important?
My name is Adana Emeji. My professional background, I am currently faculty at Morgan State University Nursing Program. Diabetes is important to me because it affects so much of our African American adults and young people, and some of the complications that arise from diabetes are very important to understand because people do die from some of these complications, and people don't know or don't have enough awareness about these issues, and that's why we're here partnering to bring out, to provide education about diabetes awareness.
So could you talk a little bit about how, from the perspective of a coordinator for community outreach, why specifically this sort of campaign is especially useful for reaching out to members?
This is very important because in what we do in community outreach, we do sometimes with our students, we do HIV/AIDS education, chronic illness education, which diabetes is a chronic illness. Sometimes we work on other types of issues like homelessness and things like that. Diabetes and partnering and doing this awareness is very important because not only does it teach our students and give our students the experience of being able to educate people and work with people and screen, but it also gives us the opportunity to bring our knowledge to the community, to the masses, to let them know that this is what they need to know about diabetes and this is how they can take care of themselves.
Could you say anything from the perspective of being a nurse or being female?
Okay, definitely. A lot of patients that we see either don't manage their diabetes the way they should or don't even know about diabetes. People believe a lot of different things about diabetes that are not necessarily true. So it is important from the healthcare perspective for us to actually give them accurate and correct information. That way that they can manage their diabetes better. As a female, it's important because women are the basis of the home. And when a woman does not understand how to take care of her family or even how to take care of herself to prevent getting diabetes or even to manage whether they already have diabetes, it's very important to let women know what their role is in diabetes prevention and management.
And then could you say something about the African American community?
Definitely. Diabetes affects the African American population in a greater extent than it does other races. And most of the problem that we have in the African American community has to deal with access, availability, affordability. So it's very important for us to understand because we're already being affected by some of these other social issues, understanding the importance of taking care of ourselves is very important because in that way, we're able to live healthier lives. So as African Americans, understanding diabetes, being able to prevent, being able to manage it correctly, it's essential because then that way we can live healthier lives.
How is the prevalence or incidence? I don't know if you have any numbers.
I don't have numbers.
Can you just talk about diabetes in Maryland specifically as opposed to?
I don't have numbers.
Oh, it's okay. You don't need numbers. Just say, like, from your experience being involved with the community, it is really important in Maryland.
Yes. Diabetes, we've worked in Baltimore City specifically, and the one thing that we have noticed through our work in Baltimore City is that we have, and we work mostly with African American populations in the city, and we notice that diabetes almost becomes a comorbidity. It's almost like, an individual has chronic illness and diabetes is right there along with it. And like I said earlier, the lack of education is very, very intense, that people don't understand what it is, how to take care of it. So in Maryland, it is important for people to understand what diabetes is and what they can do about it, especially for the urban population.
Okay, suppose I have diabetes. As a nurse, how would you tell me to take care of myself?
Okay, so first of all, as nurses, first we would like to start with what we call primary prevention. So we don't even want you to get there in the first place. So we would do education with all of our patients and clients that do not have diabetes or have what we call pre-diabetes, to say this is what you can do to take care of yourself, such as exercising regularly. And usually exercise is about 30 minutes of brisk walking 5 days a week, and that's the recommendation. We also advise people on their diet. So basically, there's a new recommendation now from Michelle Obama, which is the My Food Plate. You can see it on myfoodplate.gov. And basically what it talks about is food portions. We always encourage our clients to eat a balanced meal always. So we're not asking people to stop eating carbohydrates, but to eat it in portions that are acceptable and not to overeat those types of food, like your starches and your corns and stuff like that. The most important thing is that your exercise that you do, the physical activity, has to match up or has to be greater than the caloric intake, because that's the important thing. So one of the things that we're looking at in diabetes management and prevention is definitely looking at obesity, which then affects a lot of African Americans. So we have to educate about obesity and controlling your weight. Of course, that goes along with physical activity, even going along with stress management, being able to cope with other social issues that are going on in your life. So these are some of the topics that we talk about. One of the most important thing is the regular visit or regular annual checkup with a primary care provider. It's important because if you don't have some kind of follow-up with some kind of clinician, then there's no way for you to know what your levels are, what your levels are not, and also to get that continuous education. So whether you're doing that, whether the individual is doing that at a clinic, whether they have a doctor they go to, but it cannot be, I'm going to ask my neighbor to check me out or something like that. It has to be someone who's specialized or who's a professional that can follow up, that can check, that can make sure that you're doing what you're supposed to do. So these are all the things and much more that we educate our clients in order to help them.
That was perfect. Okay, so the last thing I need is for you to give a plug about the Diabetes Awareness Project and how we're trying to test 1 million people in the state and how you strongly encourage people to participate and get tested.
Okay, so the Diabetes Awareness Project, which Mr. Willis approached us with, and we thought was my dean and I thought it was a very, my director and I thought it was a very,
Sorry.
stop me and tell me what
No,
exactly you want me to say in that
Could
one.
you say
Thank you.
the partnership between the Diabetes Awareness Project and Morgan State
Thank you.
University is crucial in...
Because, okay. All right, the partnership among, between the Morgan State University Nursing Program and the Diabetes Awareness Project is crucial because it is important for us to work together to not only create awareness on one end, but also to bring the healthcare perspective in that awareness creation. So it's important to tell people this is what diabetes is, this is how you can prevent, this is how you can manage, but also having someone like us at the nursing program come along with the Diabetes Awareness Project to say, okay, so these are the steps you can take, these are the practical things you can do, and that's why it's important. So we are enjoying this partnership. It is a good thing because it's helping us provide care and provide services to a lot more people.
And then talk about the we're trying to get 1 million tested.
Yes, we are trying to get 1 million. Okay, so we are, and the partnership is important because the goal of getting 1 million tested is something that we support. It is very important. If we can even surpass that goal, that's even going to be amazing. So we definitely are 100% behind that Diabetes Awareness Project, and we hope to be able to achieve that goal of getting 1 million people tested for for levels of blood sugar.
Great. Could you ask her to give a plug?
Well, the thing I want to say about the Morgan State Nursing Program, Morgan State in general, is that we have a lot of support. For example, some of the brochures that we're using today is from the Morgan State Health Center, and I just wanted to make sure I acknowledge them. But the one thing about the nursing program at Morgan is that we are very dedicated to not only the education of our students and growing our students to gain the experience, to gain the knowledge, but also to our community, to the urban population. Because one of the issues that we have in healthcare today is that we don't have enough healthcare professionals who are in the minority to be able to take care of their own. And that's very important, and that's what we're striving to do at Morgan, is that we're striving to educate nurses who understand the issues of the urban population, who understand the issues of minority groups such as Hispanics and Asian Americans, so that when they go out in the field, that they can relate to those issues and they can provide care better. So that's one thing about us that I believe is very unique.
You're up next.
Oh, hello.
Okay.
It's okay. Look happy. Okay, can you tell me your name and spell it for me, and then give me your title?
My name is Namota Bello, Nimota Bello, and I'm a nursing student at Morgan State University.
So this is when we'll actually start. Can you give me your name, your title, and tell me why you care about diabetes?
My name is Namota Bello, and I care about diabetes because I'm a nursing student, and I care about people.
Okay, we have to start again. Quiet on the set.
Okay.
And don't forget to say your name.
So where do we start from now?
What is your name, your title, and why do you care about diabetes?
My name is Namota Bello, Nimota.
We already got the spelling, so just say, my name is this is my title, I care about diabetes because.
Okay. My name is Namota Bello. I'm a nursing student at Morgan State University. I care about diabetes because I care about people, their health, and their well-being in general.
But it's okay. Why diabetes specifically, though?
Um,
How is diabetes important?
Diabetes is important because if a person has diabetes, it relates to other factors in their general health. So if a person has diabetes, it can affect them in different aspects. In the aspect of, let's say, wound healing, and let's say their cardiovascular health in general, and some other general health factors as well.
Can you tell me why diabetes is specifically important for the female and/or African American community?
Yes, diabetes is important for females because when a woman is pregnant, she has a risk for developing diabetes, and that's called the gestational diabetes. When a woman is pregnant, this diabetes occurs because our body cannot digest carbohydrates, cannot tolerate carbohydrates. So, but this diabetes that occurs during pregnancy, it can stay or leave the woman after pregnancy. So what I'm trying to say is, during pregnancy, a woman can have gestational diabetes, but after the pregnancy, she can. Oh my God!
You're great.
Okay. After the pregnancy, the woman can get back to a normal state of not having diabetes. So, and the baby is also at risk for diabetes if the woman has gestational diabetes. So, you have to check the baby in what they eat and their general well-being overall.
Okay, and can you say, but diabetes is also important for males because they are also at risk for...
Right, diabetes is also important for males as well because they're also, as you know, males are also at risk for, let's say, high blood pressure, some cardiovascular diseases, and if they check and eat right and exercise right, they are at lower risk for developing diabetes.
Is there any other questions, or can we do the pitch for...
I want to do a pitch, but I also want to do a pitch for the nursing school. Why are you here? Why did you choose medicine? Why did you choose Morgan's nursing program? But she's going to ask you the question.
Okay.
Why did you choose Morgan's nursing program? Why did you choose to go into nursing at all?
I chose to go to nursing in the first place because I've been through considering a lot of majors, and I realized that I care about people, and I find happiness in giving back and helping people, making people recover from illnesses, and being happy and healthy in general. So one of my reasons for going through the nursing program at Morgan State University is because I realized that after my 4 years in college, I can actually give back to people, help people, and make their life better, if I can say it.
Okay, and why Morgan specifically?
Can you ask the question again?
Yeah. Okay, why did you choose to go to Morgan State University specifically?
I chose to go to Morgan State University specifically because Morgan has a lot to give to the students. They care about the students, and we have great faculty members that are always there to attend to the students whenever you need help.
Great, and then can you give a plug for the Diabetes Awareness Project? Say that the Diabetes Awareness Project is seeking to test 1 million people in the state of Maryland, and you say how proud you are as a nursing student to be part of the Morgan State University Diabetes Awareness Project partnership, and you encourage everybody to get tested.
Okay. You're gonna ask me a question?
How do you feel about this partnership?
I feel very great to be part of this partnership because the Diabetes Awareness Project, we're trying to test 1 million people or more, and I feel it's a privilege for me because I can be a part of this great thing in order to make people aware of their health and in order to help people who have the disease already.
Project now, and why is it important to have a diverse cast?
It's important to have a diverse cast because diabetes impacts everybody. It's #1 killer around the world. It's considered the silent killer because many of its symptoms go unnoticed. And a business partner of mine almost died from a 1600 sugar level. Found him on the floor, released from the Navy, Iraq veteran, decorated Afghanistan veteran, no symptoms of diabetes. 6 months later, he was found on the floor. So Mr. Maurice Hunt is the president and founder of this organization, and he said if God spared his life after 10 days of struggle in the hospital, he was going to make it his business to spread the word about diabetes and its awareness. Diabetes Awareness has launched a Test a Million program. It's a campaign to test 1 million people for diabetes, and we're starting in Maryland. And Maryland is a very diverse state, black, white, old, young, Hispanic, Asian, gay, straight. Our objective is to educate the public and test 1 million people for diabetes and to give them remedies of how to reverse diabetes.
How long is the Test 1 Million campaign going to last?
It's going to last until we reach 1 million. We think that we can make a serious dent. Prince George's County has a very large African American population. There are 3 million some odd people in metropolitan Washington, D.C. We have the entire state of Maryland is about 29% African American, and that translates into almost 1.2 million people. So we think we can make a great start in metropolitan Washington and the entire state of Maryland.
And last question, your cast in the documentary is not just people who have had diabetes or people who are recovering from diabetes. Tell us about some of the people you've included.
We've included legislators, caretakers, the people who will have to take care of people who have diabetes. So we have nurses, doctors, caretakers, people who had amputations. Kidney transplants are often triggered by diabetes. Diabetes has something called target organ damage. It damages specific organs in your body. So we have to be ever vigilant and educate the public. We're pleased to bring on Morgan State University's School of Nursing, our strategic partner, and they are committed to going around the state with us to spread this word and test 1 million people for diabetes.
All right, thank you. Oh, she wants just some video of us talking.
And we are actually testing, but you want some of that. Today is the kickoff of the campaign. We're here at the Lowe's House Office Building in Annapolis, the state capitol. We've had Delegate Shirley Nathan Pulliam to come forward. We do know that Veronica Turner suffers from diabetes. Delegate Melvin Stooks suffers from diabetes. Delegate Rudy Kane suffers from diabetes. All happen to be African Americans. So you see this issue is prevalent in the black community. It has to start with us. This is a war, a campaign to test 1 million people for diabetes.
Where else are you going throughout the country as far as your testing sites?
Well, we're going to go in Washington, D.C. area, fill out all the urban areas. We're launching a concert series, 10-city concert series around the country. We already have a commitment from Frederick Yaneh. We're talking to Lettucey about doing this in Expo style, but having a concert included at the Expo. So we're looking forward to this, and we encourage the faith community to get involved with this whole process, because the church, a lot can be said from the pulpit, and we encourage African American ministers step up to the plate and hit a home run for diabetes awareness.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Ma'am, come right up. Come on, it's just going to be one question and you'll be done.
We got an arsenal here.
Well, yeah. It's actually going to look a little odd, like you guys are in trouble if you're behind her, like kind of stage, like that. So the two of you can stand together, that's fine.
Okay.
But if we have everybody back there, it's like you're waiting to take a family portrait. It's going to look odd for news. Tell me your name, please.
Mamie Clark Montague.
M-A-M-M?
M-A-M-I-E.
M-A-M-I-E.
Montague. M-O-N-T-A-G-U-E.
You said Clark Montague.
Yeah, that's my middle name.
Oh, okay, all right. And you're the dean of Morgan State?
No, I'm the
Dean.
interim nursing program director.
Interim. Nursing.
And this is Adina.
Oh, okay. Adana Amaji.
Right.
This one. A-D-A-N-N-A. N-E-M-E-J-I.
And she's our community health specialist, community nurse health specialist.
And just look at me instead of the camera.
Oh, okay.
You'll be fine. How many students are in the nursing program?
Well, right now we have about 400 total, but it's a growing program. So we're proud of that, but we're full, about as full as we can manage with the resources that we have.
Okay, is that a surprise, or did you expect, the program to get that, to become that
No, I don't know what I expected. The students just continue to come, and they come, and they come, and they're outgrowing our resources, but that means we got to seek more resources.
Right, and
to
it also
accommodate the students,
could
both in
be-
terms of space and in terms of personnel, teachers, to be able to teach them.
And tell us about some of the misconceptions in the community when it comes to diabetes.
Misconceptions in the community when it comes to diabetes are myths such as, I have a touch of sugar. I have, that's a belief also, a touch is not serious. Diabetes is not serious because it's just a touch. And that is the major one that I can think of, that people feel that diabetes, I have a touch of sugar. And it says to me that they believe that diabetes is not serious or it will go away. And we know that it will not go away. It's considered a chronic disease, controllable, but not curable. However, some of us, most of us who take care and control of our diabetes can live a normal life.
All right, thank you. I'm gonna step on that side so she'll be looking in another direction.
Oh.
No, you're fine. Just stay right there. And it's Adana?
Yes.
Adana, tell us how you feel about the program kicking off today and why you feel it's important to have something like this in place.
I started with the program when this program was fairly new, and I see a lot of growth in the program. I see a lot of students who come to us because they feel comfortable with the environment that we provide for students. I think the issue that we have is, like Dr. Montague said, is trying to keep those resources and trying to increase those resources so we can definitely serve the students. I was really excited about our partnership with the Diabetes Awareness Project, because what it does for us is it provides us an avenue to even reach out to more people that we would not have had an opportunity to reach out to through our program on its own. It also helps our students to gain the experience they need in order to be able to go out and provide services as nurses, as to-be nurses, like screening people for high blood sugar, which leads to diabetes, screening people for high blood pressure, which is another complication of diabetes. So that's part of why we're here, because we support the Diabetes Awareness Project, and we're very excited about what we're doing together.
All right, thank you. And she's just going to get some more video of us just standing here talking generically. How many students have you all tested on campus? Do you have free testing or screening on campus?
Not for diabetes. We've done HIV testing with other.
And I am the founder and CEO of United Against Infectious Diseases. We work to empower students through the awareness, advocacy, and treatment of infectious diseases. And diabetes is crucial in that, because having diabetes increases the risk of getting an infectious disease. So that's why it was important for us to partner with the Diabetes Awareness Project, so that we can encourage testing, encourage awareness, and help people lead a healthier lifestyle.
And why are you so passionate about it personally?
I'm passionate about it because I went to India for the first time as a freshman, and I lived with the villagers and got to see firsthand how important it is to have a healthy lifestyle, and how both infectious diseases and diabetes can play a significant role in that.
All right, thank you. I'll get some of the.
You got everybody else stuck, man, you got me stuck. Bless you.
Are you scared? What I'm going to do, I'm going to stick it, but I can adjust how deep I go by here. Put on gloves. You're right, you haven't eaten in a long time.
Hi, my name is Sonia Gupta, and I'm reporting from the state capitol in Annapolis. I'm here today with the Diabetes Awareness Project, and we're seeking to test 1 million people for diabetes. What else can we say?
Diabetes Awareness Program has formed a strategic partnership with Morgan State University School of Nursing. Look for them around the state to test 1 million people.
The Diabetes Awareness Project has formed a strategic partnership with Morgan State University's nursing program. Please look for them throughout the state and get tested as part of the 1 million campaign from,
Almost there.
I know,
Almost
as
there.
part of the 1 million,
To test 1 million people for diabetes.
Okay. The Diabetes Awareness Project has formed a strategic partnership with Morgan State University's nursing program. Please look for them around the state and get tested as part of the 1 million tested for diabetes program.
Great. Can we get a group shot of somebody to shoot that with